Looking for a classic classroom comeback story? Well, Chegg is trying to pull off something like that. Except instead of trying to get its grades back up, it's trying to get its stock price back up. And instead of teachers and parents on its case, it's been under regulatory scrutiny and structural change as it attempts to reposition itself in an education market rapidly reshaped by generative AI and shifting student behavior. On the regulatory front, Chegg agreed to pay $7.5 million to settle U.S. Federal Trade Commission claims that it made subscription cancellations unnecessarily difficult. The FTC alleged Chegg hid cancellation options behind multiple menus and required customers to complete surveys, citing internal emails, including a 2021 message from then-executive Nathan Schultz suggesting, quote, "Some pain should be involved in canceling." Chegg denied wrongdoing but said it settled to avoid prolonged litigation. The case fits into a broader FTC crackdown on so-called dark patterns, as the agency increasingly uses existing consumer protection laws after a court blocked a proposed rule mandating easier cancellations. Operationally, Chegg is undergoing a major restructuring. The company announced it will cut about 388 jobs, roughly 45% of its workforce, to better align costs with its strategy as a standalone business. Chegg expects restructuring charges of $15 to $19 million, largely related to severance and benefits, with most costs incurred by early fiscal 2026. Management said the cuts reflect new realities driven by AI-powered alternatives and declining traffic from Google, which have sharply reduced Chegg's usage and revenue. Leadership changes followed. CEO Nathan Schultz stepped down immediately. The board reinstated Dan Rosenzweig, Chegg's longtime former CEO, as president and chief executive. Rosenzweig, who previously led Chegg from 2010 to mid-2024, is seen as a steady hand amid turbulence. His return coincides with the conclusion of a strategic review in which Chegg explored a sale or take-private deal, but ultimately chose to remain independent. Turning over to its stock, Chegg could be out of compliance with listing requirements if its average share price stays below $1 for more than 30 consecutive trading days. Financially, the most recent quarter showed pressure on its legacy academic services, but management is emphasizing a strategic pivot toward workforce skilling as its long-term growth path. Q4 saw net loss of $32.8 million, minus 30 cents per share, with revenue of $72.7 million, down 49% year over year, though slightly ahead of expectations. Adjusted results were better than feared, with adjusted EPS of minus 1 cent and adjusted EBITDA of $12.9 million, an 18% margin. For full year 2025, Chegg reported a net loss of $103.4 million on $376.9 million in revenue, down 39% year over year, putting market cap at roughly $86 million. Looking ahead, guidance remains cautious. Q1 2026 revenue is projected at $60 to $62 million, below consensus, signaling continued near-term contraction. However, EBITDA guidance of $11 to $12 million exceeded expectations, reflecting aggressive cost controls. As Chegg keeps reinventing around the $40 billion global skilling market, reorganizing into two units: Chegg Skilling, which will be the growth engine, and Legacy Academic Services, which will be a cash generator. Skilling revenue grew 11% year over year to $17.7 million in Q4, and management targets double-digit skilling growth, 20% plus EBITDA margins, and zero debt by the end of 2026. Then, as students are quickly shifting toward free or low-cost AI tools, Chegg has even sued Google, arguing that AI-generated search summaries have siphoned traffic from content publishers. Chegg is betting that trust, accuracy, and education-specific design can differentiate it from generic AI assistants. It has launched new AI-powered products, such as Solution Scout, which lets students compare answers from multiple large language models, including ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude, alongside Chegg's own solutions, highlighting areas of agreement and disagreement. Another tool, Create, allows students to generate personalized practice tests and flashcards from their own class notes, using agentic AI and metacognitive techniques to reinforce learning and retention. These launches are supported by insights from Chegg's Global Student Survey 2025, which polled nearly 11,700 students across 15 countries. The survey found that 80% of students have used generative AI for their studies, but 53% worry about inaccurate information, and 50% want AI tools designed specifically for education. The findings underpin Chegg's argument that AI alone is insufficient without learning science, human oversight, and safeguards around accuracy and trust. So Chegg's outlook is mixed. FTC regulation, workforce reductions, delisting risk, and a steep decline in its legacy traffic and revenue model are no joke. Yet, management believes its brand, margins, data, and education-focused AI tools position it to carve out a defensible niche as students increasingly demand reliable, purpose-built AI support. Leadership-wise, Rosenzweig return does bring back some confidence. While new products aim to redefine Chegg as a personalized learning assistant rather than a traditional homework help site, whether this reinvention can stabilize the business and restore investor confidence remains the central question for 2026 and beyond. As we wait to see how that pans out, to learn more about interesting stocks related to AI as well as other sectors, check out recent uploads. You'll likely find something you like, which the algorithm didn't recommend. Also, please like and share this video with your education, AI, and investor classmates on places like Reddit, X, Telegram, StockTwits, and your own group chats. Sharing and liking the video also helps informative videos like this come out faster to people like you who will enjoy them. And, as always, for more on stocks and crypto, follow Ascencore. See you next time.